What is up, y'all? We are back with another episode of Pushing Buttons. This is episode 26, and we are back in business. I am one half of the bromance B, and I am joined by my very, very, very lovely co-hosts. To my left, I have the very popular. He's coming up. He's starting to become popular. I've heard a couple things, man. They like you out here. Especially my girlfriend. She really likes you.
Really?
Mr. List his damn self. The one and only melanin glowing, microphone holding Keith.
What's going on, B?
And then all the way up to the other side of this couch, we have the very popular, very Instagrammable Miss IG her damn self, Claudia.
What's up, guys?
Man, it feels good to be back.
It's been a while.
How long has it been? Like 3 weeks now?
Yeah.
No, 2.
No.
2?
It's been 3.
It's been 3 weeks.
It's been 3.
Claudia's been enjoying her break too much.
The 11th was the last time, so it's almost a month.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn, we've been gone for a month.
Oh, wow.
Well, we're back. It feels good to be back. We've been going through a lot of shit. This is why we weren't able to hit y'all with one last episode before we took off for the break. Those were our intentions. But we are all doing well. We are going to go around the room and see how everybody is doing. New year. New us?
Right.
That's lame. Just new year.
Yeah.
New year. Same shit. Same pod.
Mm-hmm.
We're out here saming it. So we're going to go around this
like
little
everybody
room
else.
and see how everybody is doing. So Keith, how are you doing, man?
I'm doing okay. I'm doing good.
Give me more than okay.
The break was long. I'm doing fine. I feel okay.
You feel okay? That's good, man.
You want me to give you, what do you want
No.
specifically?
That's it. Just good. That's
What
good.
do you want more specifically?
That's good, man. Just leave it at that. Claudia, how are you doing?
I'm good. The break, it was okay. It was a lot going on. But it didn't feel like a break. Especially because, like I said, a lot was going on. And then this past week, I'm dog sitting for a friend. So it feels like I have a kid.
Nice.
So much responsibility. I'm
Mama
like, damn.
Claudia. Mama Claudia.
Yeah, but I feel like I'm getting attached to the little doggy. I'm like, I don't want her to come back. Like, stay where you're at. It's cool.
Oh, wow.
But she's such a sweetheart. She's brought a lot of happiness to a very, very hectic week. So
That's good.
Dogs can do that.
yeah.
Yeah, they're good. They're good coping mechanisms, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and I am doing okay. Finally, I think we're doing good now, man. We went through a little stretch where it was a little rough and it was fucked up. And I'm sure you guys were going through things as well. I know Claudia was telling me she was going through things. So it was nice to get a little break, even though I really couldn't stay away from doing podcast shit while I was on my break. So I was still kind of working without working. I shot the documentary, the mini documentary. Go check that out, YouTube, Pushing Buttons.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about it more. And yeah, I just feel good. I feel good to be back. It feels good to be back. It's good to see y'all. It's good to be finally talking to folks. Whoever does listen to us out there, it's good to be back. We missed y'all. I missed y'all specifically. And yeah, man, we're just rolling on 2021. So we're going to go ahead and move on. I do want to say that we are on all streaming platforms. We are on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and we are on Anchor for your ass. And we are also on YouTube, so go subscribe. It is good for us when you subscribe. I've seen it jump up a little bit the last couple of days, so it's doing okay. Hopefully we get more. Hopefully we get more followers. This is the year. We got a lot planned. So go follow all that shit. Go subscribe. Go follow on Spotify, whatever it is. Whatever you listen to, all your DSPs, go listen. And so, yeah. What Keith has lined up for us here today is the Pushing Buttons documentary. That is the first thing we got lined up today, Keith, is the Pushing Buttons documentary. So I haven't heard what people think about it, at least not on my podcast. I know that I heard good and all that, but I want to hear more in depth. How you guys feel about it? Me personally shooting it was a lot of fun. It was my first time doing anything like that. I've never shot something like that. I've never attempted to make something like that. So it was my first time. I thought it came out solid. Obviously, perfectionist B. I could maybe it could get better. It could always get better. But I liked it overall. I thought I did a good job. I thought I've captured all of our good angles. So what do you guys think?
I thought it was good. I really enjoyed watching it. I remember you uploaded, but it was private. So my girlfriend and I were just laying in bed waiting for the new year. And I was like, oh my God, Berto just like uploaded the documentary. So we were watching it and we really enjoyed it. I don't know, for some reason it brought this happiness. I was like, oh my God, I actually missed those two. So it was really nice to watch. I really liked how you captured it. I loved how you did the interviews. And I know that that's something you had discussed with me, like you're not doing it back to back. I really like how it jumped and it went around. And you captured each of our personalities. It was nice. And I hope you continue on doing it. Just so we can have more. It'd be dope if we continue to do this, actually. I don't know who. I don't know if it was my sister or Jade who told me, y'all should just do this each year for like a new year. If you continue this, just do a really dope
wrap up.
Yeah, a wrap up of what the year was. And I was like, that's actually a good idea.
Hey.
Like, I'm going to mention it.
Shout out Jade.
Do it. Yeah.
And Claudia. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
I thought it was really cool when I saw it because I didn't know you did Claudia interview already. When you uploaded, I was like, so he must have did it already. And then when I saw it, I was like, oh, wow. He got her too. And
well, I'd hope.
I know.
Well, I think he was under the impression that I hadn't got you yet because I didn't tell him that I came. I didn't tell him I came.
He did it for you already.
Got it.
Yeah, he was under the impression that.
And then I was really eager to see what you said.
Yeah.
Because I know what he asked us. I know what he said. I remember doing it. But I really like how you set up. The music was really good. I liked how you set that up. Did you use the ones we picked?
Yeah.
Oh, that was really cool. I like the drone shot was really, really, really cool.
Shout out Eddie.
I think I know. Yeah, shout out. I think I know where he was when he shot that. I'm not gonna say, but
take a guess. Take a guess, and I'll tell you if you're close. I think I remember where.
Was he on the south side?
Yes.
Yes. I'm gonna say like 26th.
Close.
Close.
18th, I think 18th, he said.
I
think he said it was 18th.
Yes, I knew it was somewhere like that. Low past Roosevelt.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know my streets like that.
Look at Keith.
So, yeah. See, he's a real Chicagoan.
Yeah.
26. I somewhere around there. But I thought it was really good. I like the interviews back to back. I like the little mini clips of us, like me and you, and then of us just like hanging around, just talking, giving our perspectives. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Catching you on the spot.
I know. I didn't put that in there.
The only reason I put it in there was because it didn't say anything.
Right, yeah.
It was just us laughing about something. It's an inner joke. Like, it's an inner circle joke. So it wasn't meant for everybody to understand. That was just for us to get a laugh out of it because I know what we were talking about.
When I saw it, I started cracking up. I'm like, I cannot believe he put that out
That was the first time you saw that.
Well, yeah, on the clip, yeah.
That was funny. That was hilarious. My favorite part's still just the casting couch.
Oh,
I don't know why I enjoyed that. That was hilarious.
I laughed at what you asked Claudia.
Claudia's face completely changed. What? But yeah, for me, the aerial shot was like my favorite. That was my favorite shot. Shout out Eddie for hooking us up with that. And yeah, man, I'm working on a lot of other shit. I haven't been telling you guys a lot, but I am working on a bunch of other shit behind the scenes. I'm just waiting to kind of move the right pieces. 2021, I have a lot of plans for the podcast. Like I want to take that next step, right? And I think we would all agree that we're ready to take that next step. So whatever that may be, I'm looking forward to giving people more content, giving people more shit. And yeah, maybe we'll do this again. Maybe I'll shoot another one next year, a part 2 of our documentary. See how far we do this. See how long you guys last. Because I can do this forever.
Right.
But yeah, if you haven't checked it out, go check it out. It's on YouTube. On our YouTube channel, Claudia does a great job with the little pictures. What's that called?
Thumbnails.
She does a great job with the thumbnails. She does a great job just with the overall aesthetic of the YouTube page and obviously our Instagram page. So shout out to you, Claudia, for doing that. And then Keith, obviously, man, shout out to you for all that you did. You also helped me out, and you had some of the ideas that came through the documentary, and we discussed it, and we shot a lot of that in one day.
We did, yeah.
And we did a bunch of other stuff, and we also shot, some of the stuff of us sitting down working and doing. So Keith, shout out to you too, man. You did your part too. Everybody did their part, and that's all I can really ask for, man. Like I'm not like you guys know. I'm not like looking to take all the credit. It's a group effort for me. I don't have no footage if you guys aren't there, so that's just how it works. Right. Yep. So we'll wrap that up. Since we missed y'all last week, we are gonna jump into the Christmas review. And how everybody's Christmas went. So we'll breeze through that real quickly because I do want to get to some of this other stuff. So everybody's Christmas, how was it? Claudia, go ahead.
It was great. I loved it. I absolutely loved Christmas this year. I didn't have to go to anyone's house.
Nice.
I was with my family.
Nice.
It was just perfect. That's all I can say about Christmas.
That's good.
It was perfect Christmas.
My Christmas was good. I didn't go anywhere. I was at my house. I was hosting this year, so a bunch of family. I cooked. I did everything. It was a lot of work, but I really enjoyed it. The gifts was real good, and it was really good. Almost like hers.
Best gifts. What was the best gifts? What the best gifts you guys got? Okay. Be honest though. Be honest.
Shoot, I don't have it. Okay, well, actually, I'm wearing one of my favorites.
Hey.
Yeah, I loved it.
Sick.
And then I got fuzzy Crocs.
Oh, I got fuzzy Crocs too.
I got fuzzy Crocs. Oh, and then my Alexa. Guys, I'm like so tech right now.
Oh yeah, me and Keith hooked Claudia up with a little bit of tech this holiday season. And we got her a little Alexa camera thing. I think it's called the Echo Show or something like that. Check it out. This is not a sponsorship, so.
Right,
What'd you get, Keith? What was one of your favorite things that you got? A couple favorite things.
I got a sound bar and some Timberlands. I never owned Timberlands before.
Hey!
Okay.
Bougie.
And I got a cool hat. Sorry.
You almost swallowed the mic. Is this on?
Yes, it's on.
It's on?
Yeah.
Of course.
Okay. Just making sure it's on. I don't want to be recording it and you're not on it.
Nah.
Keith. So Timberlands.
Timberlands, yes.
What color? Wheats?
The regular, the wheats, yeah.
Hey,
the New York style.
the classic wheats.
Summer boots.
Yeah, the summer boots. My Christmas was really good. A little shaky in parts. Only because it was close to other stuff going on, and then also other stuff going on in the household. But overall, it was great. I had a lot of fun. I received some really cool gifts. I'm wearing one right now. That was one of my favorites. And I also got a pair of boots that I really enjoyed that I needed for my girlfriend. And so now I got winter boots that I've been waiting to wear since I got them. It hasn't really snowed, so.
Well, you can wear them now, I guess.
Yeah, you can wear them.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I want snow though, like real snow.
What does he want? He want the blizzard.
Right.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I want to be really walking around.
He wants to go all the way out. If he's gonna wear them, he's gonna wear them right.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? I could wear my Crocs in this weather. But yeah. And then I also got some fuzzy Crocs. Shout out to you, Rojas. He gave me some fuzzy Crocs.
Nice.
And they were badass. I owned a pair before and they wore out, and so now I got a new pair, and I'm a happy camper. So yeah, that's our Christmas review. And my random thought of the week this week. This is actually something I was discussing at home last night or the other night, right? I was discussing something that came up, and it revolved around people's smells. So the way people smell. And I was just wondering, what is the appropriate way to approach somebody that stinks? How would you tell somebody? So we'll do a stranger and we'll do a person you know, a close person you know, like personally. What? How do you tell somebody they smell? Basically, is what I was trying to figure out.
A stranger? I
Go.
don't know.
Huh?
A stranger? I don't know.
I probably wouldn't say anything to a stranger.
I wouldn't say anything.
I wouldn't
Like at
say
work.
anything.
Again,
I wouldn't say
You gonna let them stink?
Yeah.
You guys are foul. You guys are foul.
But what kind of smell? Like
stink? Body smell. Like,
I mean, I don't know. How do you? Especially if you don't know them, they're gonna be like, you know, who knows? Maybe they don't want to wear deodorant. Maybe that's how. I know there's some cultures that you don't wear deodorant.
There's like people now that just
Right.
just culture.
So I don't.
Like, there's just people who don't believe in wearing.
I don't know. That's
Yeah.
a tricky one. I probably honestly I wouldn't say anything.
Not to
You
a
wouldn't say anything to a stranger or somebody you know. Damn, you guys are petty.
No, somebody I know that's different.
Okay, so somebody you know, like
No,
not a
yeah.
really close friend, but like a friend. How do you tell them?
Like if you guys have odor, I'd probably tell you. I'd be like,
Yeah.
hey, you know,
Yeah.
you want to freshen up? I got some wipes.
Oh my God.
The dude wipes.
But you know, it really depends. And the reason why it's so hard for me is because I've been in I'm in an environment where there is a certain person who has body odor.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it's not all the time. It's here and there. And sometimes with women, like your pH balance can go up and down. But I'm not that close to her. But I just want to be like, you know, say something, but I don't know how to approach it. And I've spoken to my mom, my girlfriend. I'm like, how? What do I say? Because I feel bad.
You stink.
Oh my God.
No, I can't say
Are you
that.
gonna leave that in?
I
I
can't
like bleep it out.
I cannot say that. I
You
just feel
stink, motherfucker.
I don't know. It's hard. But I know people who have told me who are friends who are like, hey, if I smell, let me know. And okay, like I'll let you know. Like, hey, maybe you know.
What about you, Keith? Come on, man. How are you telling somebody you know? A close friend. Or a friend. Not a close friend, friend. Like somebody you don't really relatively always hang out with, but they're your friends still. Like how do you tell them they stink? You don't?
I don't know how to.
You wouldn't tell them? I had that happen at my job, and
I don't know how would that. Yeah, I don't know what.
I had that happen at my job, and we had to tell like the person in charge, so our supervisor. And we're like, "Yo, man, like we got an issue. This guy stinks. You know, he gets up the seat and it smells like shit."
That's what it is like.
And then so yeah, you know, it's like that booty juice. You know, the booty juice.
my-
That's what I call it, the booty juice.
God.
That's what it smells like. But I know this person wasn't showering. Like they would spend like they would work. They had 2 jobs, so I know they weren't showering.
okay.
So they stink. So I had to tell like my boss. I was like, "Yo, like this guy, he really stinks. Can you say something?" Some people were playing like they wanted to put like jokes and like put like deodorants.
Oh no.
Or,
No,
like,
that's-
I
body
wouldn't do
sprays.
that.
No, that's no.
That's too cruel.
Yeah.
That's where we draw the line.
Well,
No, because I mean, you might as well have a conversation then
Yeah.
with the person.
What if you don't feel comfortable doing it?
But you
What if
feel
it's more-
comfortable
you don't wanna
putting.
tell them?
What if it's more insulting for me to say something to them?
how's it more insulting?
But you doing
Motherfucker,
something.
you
that's-
stink.
Oh
Compared
well,
to,
don't say it
Don't
like
say
that.
it like
I mean,
right.
That's what I'm saying. Not everybody's gonna have the same like perspective. They're not gonna have the right words to say it like you guys would. Is what I'm saying. Somebody might just be like, "Yo, you stink." That's not nice.
then they
Would
would
you
take it
rather
to-
hear that, or would you rather hear somebody leaving some shit on your locker? Like,
That
hey,
would really, like, let's say I'm in that position. I'm putting myself in their shoes. That would hurt my feelings if someone just leaves something there. I'm like, damn, they should have just like pulled me aside.
But
and
they told this
me.
person a lot of times, and he didn't do shit about
Oh,
it.
then well, that's the case. Yeah, leave everything. Leave a whole.
But at work,
package.
they got to. I mean, At work, they can do something about that.
Right. The supervisor should be able to know.
They can. They tell you. Well,
They
it's
can
in like
tell
a-
you,
it's
but
like-
they can't fire you
They
for
can't.
it.
Well, they
No,
can't
well,
fire
yeah,
you.
not fire you.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you tell them and you follow by the book, you're not gonna be able to do anything else after that. What are you gonna do? Fire them? You can't fire them. You give them a warning. You can't do that either. You can't write them up.
You can't. They give us. They
For
put it in
stinking?
the, yeah, they said keep our hygiene.
Yeah, because
They
of the
put it in, like-
hygiene,
yeah, they
right?
put
And
it
you
in the,
work in a setting where your
settings, yeah.
hygiene should be on a point.
Well, it's not. This is not my current job. This is my old job.
But still, I mean,
Well, but still, didn't you work at a hospital setting?
Mm-hmm.
That's just
yeah,
still.
I mean,
They didn't do anything.
really.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the supervisor just didn't want to do anything.
I know what it was. I think
What?
I'll tell you off the podcast because I'm gonna get in trouble.
Okay.
They was looking out. That's all. That's all I do know. I don't know. I can't. I would tell if it was a friend of mine. I'll tell him like, hey man, you got some stink to you, a little bit of body odor. What's the deal? But if you don't do anything about it, then I'm just like, damn. I'd be afraid. Like I wouldn't have those people over my house either.
Oh, for sure.
You gotta sit down on my couch and your fucking booty juice would be all over my couch.
God.
But you know what the hard part is too is when you know that someone's hygiene is good, like they shower, they do all of that, but still they're
Well, that was one of
booty
the,
juice, like
that
you
was
say.
that was what I was like. I also had a conversation about that. It might get hey, trigger warning. This might insult a few folks, but we were talking about does culture and like ethnicity or like race play a part into that?
What you
Like
trying to
where
say?
you're
No,
from,
I'm
where if you're from a like certain people have a smell to them
yeah,
because of what they either what they cook or what they eat
Or what's in their house.
or just that's what those folks smell like. I've had people tell me like that I don't smell like Mexican smell, which I'm trying to figure out what that
what is that?
yeah.
it's Mexican smell. That's the first
And
time
so,
I hear
and so
that.
that's my point. We're not gonna sit here and act like we haven't seen
Okay.
certain people and we weren't like, hey, like, some folks have some smell
They
to
do?
them because
Yeah.
of what they eat. For me personally, that's been my experience is because of what people eat.
Right, yeah.
They have a certain funk to them that you're just like, "Eesh." But that's like the spices and all that. Because every now and then, sometimes like if I'll go to my parents' house, and they cook, like, and I'm in there for a long period of time, and I'm in the kitchen, the smell, like, tends to stick onto the clothes of whatever you're cooking. So, and then you leave and you smell like pork chops and
Yeah,
whatever.
like I mean, my
Neighbors.
my landlord from downstairs, they cook with a lot of curry. I kid you not, my jacket that was in my closet
Reeks.
cleaned. I pulled it out for the winter and it reeked curry. And I remember going to work and everybody was like, did you go to a restaurant before coming here? And I'm like, no, it's fucking 8:30. And it's a very strong smell. So, I mean, I just had to go wash it but you're right. I mean, it is what you cook at home and everything. Me personally here at home, like if I fry bacon or anything, I can't. I open up windows because I hate the smell of frying things, but that's just me,
Well, so would you guys say certain ethnicities smell?
Yeah.
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 All right, just asking.
Oh, you just not trying to be the only one?
Yeah, just making sure that
No, yeah, but
we're on
it
the
is
same boat.
true.
He said this may offend some folks.
I mean, I don't know. Like people get offended at the weirdest shit
Yeah.
nowadays. So I'm just sending out the trigger warning.
You can't
That,
control that.
you know what I'm saying? So just telling folks, hey, we weren't talking about you. So if the shoe fits,
Oh,
wear
my-
it. The shoe fits, wear it, motherfucker. Like that's all I got to say to that. So what we got?
You got talking to the mic.
We've got 2020 reflections. I did a terrible job. This new setup, we haven't figured out how I'm gonna read the topics, or at least have
put
like
them on a
like
spec
talking points. Maybe we'll put it on the TV.
Yeah, that's what I said earlier.
But so you guys are gonna have to deal with us trying to figure this shit out. So grow with us. 2020 wrap up, y'all. So I guess like a reflection of what 2020 was for y'all. And what does Keith have over here? Let's see. What is one or two things that stick out the most about 2020 to you guys?
That that humans suck, kind of. That we know that the human race is not all that good.
Welcome, Keith.
What do you mean?
Bring it in,
welcome?
man. Welcome. You know, I'm running into more people that are coming to the realization that humans ain't shit, and I love it. And I'm just like, welcome to the train that I've been on for the last 10 years. So that's what you learned?
Yeah,
That's like what stuck out the most?
That stuck out the most, and that a lot of people are selfish. But we already knew that, kind of.
Yeah.
Right?
But now, like, it was really showing, right? That's
Yeah.
what you're saying. Yeah.
And we knew who people were.
That's true. What
Nothing
you
changed though.
Nothing.
Nope.
People still the same. People still
Yes.
people in.
People are still people in, no matter the situation.
Yeah, that's what I learned too. What'd you learn, Claudia? What did 2020? Two things that stuck out the most.
Well, pandemic, of course, and
Mhm.
people's stupidity with that whole thing. But I think Keith summed it up. A bunch of selfish assholes. And for me personally, was my priorities. That's what stuck up to me. I really learned how to prioritize things. As shitty as this pandemic has been, and as cliche as what I'm about to say is going to be, I really learned to prioritize things. I worked on a lot of things that I didn't work on before because I was like, whatever. But then things were put into perspective for sure.
Yeah, I think that's what I took out of it too. Is more because I was already on that fuck people train. And
But that's not all people though.
And that's not But I said fuck people. But like yeah, that's not to say that we like. I don't hate everybody.
No.
I hated a certain amount of folks. And I think this year a lot of people showed their true colors, true self. Some of the things that stuck out, the riots and the marching, all that stuck out. And I don't know. I just like Claudia was saying. I think a lot of things got put into perspective. And I was already kind of on that. The last couple years, I've been on that train of I'm gonna prioritize more things. Right, I'm gonna do more things. I'm gonna spend more time with my family. Like that's been me these last couple years, and now like 2020 last year really put that into perspective as to, you know, we're it's like borrowed time basically, man, and you got to take the time that you do have to spend it with people you like, spend it doing things you like, and I've taken up a lot of other things now because of it. I was already on, like I said, I've been on that train for the last couple of years, and I'm only gonna get more into it. And I think 2020 taught me that is just prioritize, like Claudia was saying, prioritize the things that are important, and don't wait. So I'm really glad that in 2020 we got this shit started, because it's just something I've been wanting to do for a long ass time, and so now we're at it, and it hasn't disappointed yet. And I think we're on our way to do good things, man. What did we learn about our country in 2020? Essentially the same.
Our leaders are shit.
Yeah.
Our leaders are shit, whether Democrats or Republicans. Fuck them all.
Yeah. We are not a political podcast. We are not a politically correct podcast. We are not here to educate you. These are simply just our thoughts and opinions. So take
But
them
it's
as
not just the leaders. Somebody have to vote the leaders in, and they know they're not.
yeah. So people take a part in that. So what'd you learn about your country, Keith? What'd you learn? I learned people are stupider than I thought they were. Like I thought they were dumb already. They're fucking over the wall dumb now. Like because now like in 2020, I feel like they portrayed that like it was more in our faces, and like the more people talked and the more people, I think people felt like they had to talk
And they
about things,
really didn't.
and they weren't.
That's-
I wouldn't say educated. They just weren't doing their research. They weren't doing their Googles, right?
they just talking just to be in front of a microphone?
No, not even a microphone. Just like people in general, and like on Instagram and on Twitter and on all these other
just
platforms.
like platforms.
Just like platforms, social media. Like I just saw a bunch of like, I was just like, wow, you're a fucking moron. Like I thought people were dumb, but like you're an idiot. Like idiot. You know, like I don't know. I don't understand what goes through people's minds sometimes. I'm just like, I was having a conversation not too long about the vaccinations again, and I'm just like, dang, like,
Well, what happened with the vaccination? What did?
I don't understand that perspective of like motherfucker, you out here getting high off strands you don't know what the fuck they're putting in, but now you're afraid of a fucking vaccination. Like,
Oh, that type. Okay.
That's
like
true.
what is wrong with you? Like you're an idiot.
And then all
Yeah.
to me, it was, now that you mentioned vaccination, I don't mean to get too away
Just
from
cool.
the
We're on it.
conversation.
We're on it now.
But even hearing conspiracies of just with the flu shot, right? Of people like, oh, if you get the flu shot, I've gotten sick before. No, like it takes time for the virus, just like any virus, to hit your body. You were probably already infected with the flu, but then you got the flu shot and it happened that you got sick. And I was like, that's not legit side effects. You know, you just don't get sick just because. Yeah, you might feel under the weather here and there. Like for me, I got my flu shot. Yeah, I felt dizzy for 2 days, but I was aware of that. You know? And people are just like, no, you're going to get sick. I'm like, no. You know what?
See, and that's what I'm saying. Like,
You can't tell people.
you really think if they wanted to kill you, they'd be out here projecting this shit to you? They'd be telling you? No, stupid. They're not gonna tell you shit. They're already doing it without you knowing it. Like this it's so stupid, and I don't understand what goes through people's minds. But hey, man, I'm not here to preach to the choir. So I don't know, like, you know, like what people are thinking or what people's mentalities are. Yeah. Hey, man, your opinion, your beliefs, that's fine. Just don't sound like a moron when you talk to me, because I'm going to ask a bunch of questions just how I ask about a bunch of questions about everything else. We always ask questions about shit, but we never ask the questions about shit, if you get what I'm saying. Like, people question the dumbest shit when you should be questioning other aspects of that. And that's my point. Like, let's really get deep into it, right? Motherfuckers walking around saying they don't believe in vaccinations. All right, so let's talk about that. What about vaccinations don't you like? Nobody takes the time to question anybody. They just say I don't believe in vaccines. They're trying to kill you. All right, what about that? How are they trying to kill you? Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't ask
like any doctor,
right? Like, there's no other like following questions after that. I remember somebody told me that they were in the stocks, and I was like, all right, so what kind of stock did you buy? What shares did you buy? How much did you pay for these shares? Couldn't answer.
They didn't?
No, they couldn't answer. So how you buy stock? Like, that's my point. And so that's my question to the people. Like, question the other things around it, right? I don't think time and time again we let people talk and then we don't question what they're saying.
But that's like same thing says is invest. But invest in what?
Right.
What are you gonna invest in?
Right. And so that's my point. Like, we just don't ask things of people anymore. And I think we've lost that because we're afraid. Because people are afraid to question people. People are afraid to lose people. People are afraid to not seem cool. Fuck that. I'm not in the business of being cool. Like, you're going to think what you think of me regardless if I tell you or don't tell you, right? There's a judgment already at the beginning of all of this.
Yeah, but we didn't learn this, but we know that our country is very divided.
Yeah.
And still.
Yeah. So I think that's what we learned then. Division.
But it's just divided, but it was on full display for everybody else to see.
Yeah, it was on full display. I think that's what the issue is. Full display. Well, whatever, man. 2020 was ass cheek year. Let's see, what else do we got? This is the one I was trying to get to.
Really?
Whoa, yeah. I can't even see the time anymore.
It's okay. We just go with
I have no idea.
So 2020 was shit. We can all agree for the most part. It had its bright spots, but for the most part, it was shit.
Was it? Was it for everybody? I thought it was okay for me.
It was okay for you?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I don't think it was all that bad, though.
I think what made it bad was the pandemic.
Pandemic made it overwhelming. That was the overwhelming theme of it.
In my personal life, honestly, I think it was good. Like, I think it was good.
For me, the last 6 months were not that fun. Personally.
Okay. Yeah.
I think.
I mean, yeah, the last week of December sucked.
Yeah, for me, the last 4 or 5 months were just trash. There was just a lot going on in those months.
Mm-hmm.
And this shit, the COVID shit, really ramped up around that time.
Yeah.
And so it was me going through things, and then there was other people I knew going through things, which involved me. So it was just a lot. The last 5 months for me were garbage, but for some folks, the majority of the year might have been good. I don't speak for everybody, but for me personally, 2020 wasn't the greatest. I also had a lot of plans, and a lot of that shit fell through. But we made it through, and we're here, so I guess we could be thankful for that. So New Year's resolutions, resolutions. Do you guys do those?
No.
Do you guys believe in those?
No.
We're so anti everything.
I'm not anti.
The anti pushing buttons podcast.
I just think I'm not going to set up myself for failure. I did it way too many years before. I did it before.
Okay.
Yeah, beforehand.
Hey, how many of you guys already stopped going to the gym?
Yeah, already, exactly.
Or said, I'll just start the shit Monday. I'll just start that shit Monday. You're going to say that the rest of the year.
Right.
So no resolutions?
Nah, man. If you was going to change, you would have did it when you thought about it the first time. Right?
Yeah.
See, I'm more of a bigger fan of goals. Like I set goals for myself.
Yeah.
Like
I
you,
believe
B.
that.
Like you stopped drinking.
Yeah.
That's a real goal for you that you did.
Yeah.
And you set out to do it.
Yep. A year and some change. Bang. Bang.
Damn. Okay, so technically, none of us here drink.
Oh, you don't drink anymore?
I haven't drank.
Would you drink again though? Because me and Keith are straight edge now, right, Keith? I'm speaking ahead of you. Straight edge.
Well, I had champagne, but that's about it. But
But
you
yeah.
don't drink it.
no, I don't drink.
Right, it would have to be like that. Like, for instance, I don't know, a wedding, like, sure, like a toast. But I'm not, like, if I'm surrounded by people drinking, I'm not drinking.
Like you don't feel tempted to get a drink.
I don't care to drink.
You don't care to
yeah,
drink.
I don't care to drink.
I quit a year and some change in.
Yeah.
And
That's never been-
I'm on year 3 of no pop.
Nice.
And so this year I'm looking to do something else. I haven't figured it out. Typically I'm already ahead of the curve.
So you believe in resolution?
No.
I'm
I just those two happen and start at the beginning of the year. That's how that was.
Yeah.
But typically it's just like I'll just pick it up mid year or something like that, or whenever the fuck I feel like doing it, because it's whenever you want to do it. And that's the thing about like resolutions to me. It's like it seems like it's forced a little bit, right? It seems like it's forced for you to want
Like
to do
you have to
something,
do it.
like you have to do it, and then now you set yourself up for failure. Now you look like a goofy ass because you told everybody your resolutions,
Right.
and you still like me, 40 pounds overweight. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you just set yourself up, like you said, for failure. And
Right.
But then again, sometimes you come into the new year like thinking things are gonna change, and you really have months to get that passed. Things don't change on January 1st.
No.
Like, what if it changes over time? Like, it didn't change until March, and that's when you can actually start doing what you want to do.
But that's what I'm saying. Yeah, like for me, it just starts whenever the fuck I have it. So I do have goals that I set for myself, that I do, and I do them when I do them. I guess you just have to do them as you go. I don't know. One goal I do have on there is what was it that I had that was like a major thing? Oh, the pork eating. So I wanted to limit my pork consumption. That'll
Why?
be. It's hard to do, but at some point I'm gonna
Any
try
reason
it.
why?
Okay. I just do things. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I just do things that do them. Like nobody forced me to stop drinking.
It's part of your religion. No,
No, for me, damn,
Sacred.
Keith. For me, pork, the only pork that tempts me is lechon. But other than that, like pork chops and all of that, I could live without that. But we don't do lechon all the time. So I'm on this one with you. Like, I've been trying so hard for red meat and pork and just like do chicken since it's like the healthier option. But man, when I see bacon,
Yeah, me too.
fuck this.
I just had a bacon
Eating
sandwich yesterday.
See? So, but I think you can, you know what I told myself? You can do it in you don't, I'm not eating it every day. So
Well, that's
if I
what I'm
have it here
saying.
and there,
Like
it's
I'm trying to
fine.
limit my consumption of pork. I'm not trying to like cut it out because I love pork. I do dine with the swine. But yeah, I think that's one of those. Like, do you guys have like any goals? for 2021?
I do.
Personal goals? Like one. Share one. Share one, guys. Share one goal. I just shared one with y'all. That's on my list. I make one every year. Last year's I did terrible with last year's list because of the pandemic.
Right, yeah.
Like, it was a lot of traveling involved in it. So,
Yeah.
And all that shit got pushed away. so I did none of it. Like, I had like wrestling shows on there that I wanted to attend. Nothing happened.
Dang.
Come on, share one goal.
For me, so I'm still waiting on, like one of my friends says, Daddy Trump's money to come into my bank account. Just because I really want to get a tattoo. Like, I've been craving that major piece that will go on my future sleeve, and I haven't been able to do it because, again, prioritizing. I'm like, do I really want to spend this on
A tattoo,
ink
on a
or
drawing?
right or what? So I'm like, you know what? This is extra income. I don't have to touch my money. So basically, just think of it as a gift. And so I was like, that's something I want to do. That's something
tattoo?
I want to do. Yeah, a tattoo. I know it's so. Like, really, you're gonna do that
Well, it
when
means
other
something to
people
you, so-
are? Yeah.
It means something to you, so fuck what everybody else thinks.
Right. But so that's what I want to do.
Keith, one goal. Come on, share it.
It's a goal, but it's something that I really have to do. But it's a goal that I want to do. I have to move in with my girlfriend.
Hey,
I never lived with anyone else before. Like, I lived with my sister, but she wasn't really there. But I lived by myself for like 5 years now.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Oh shit.
So-
Prep yourself.
It's gonna
Brace
change. I'm. You can never
guys are looking
prepare too much.
Without giving out too much, are you looking to move in like a different place or looking for her to move in with you? Because that matters.
No. Okay, so how's
Because that matters. Because like if you move. Because if somebody comes into your space, it's different from you guys moving into a completely new place, which is why I think my transition worked well.
I'm gonna get to that. So earlier in the early part of this year, she's gonna move in with me because my lease is still going and hers ends, but then mine ends closer towards the end of the year, and then we'll get a different place.
So you'll practice.
Yes, basically we get a trial
Okay.
You got a
run
trial run.
for some months.
Ooh. Good luck, man. I mean, I don't know how you guys are, so.
No,
But,
we're
you know.
fine.
You know what I
Looking
mean?
forward to it, but that's
My
one
hours
thing.
is pretty good. Like, our transition was well.
That's
Just
good.
because
But that's one thing I'm looking forward to.
That's good, man. I'm happy for you.
Look at Keith.
Keith
Big
is making
boy.
moves. I was sitting down realizing, man, there's not too many of us left without like a significant other in the crew, in our guy crew. There isn't too
Really?
many. Got 2 left. One already kind of did it, so I really don't count him,
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah.
Essentially, he did it, and so then we only got one person really left there that hasn't done it yet,
Oh yeah.
or hasn't like.
Been on his own.
Or even like in an extended period of time, because all of us have been with our partners for a while now. Even you.
Yeah.
So like, all of us have been kind of settling in now. Like,
So when are you getting married, Berto?
All right, yeah, come on. I'm already getting shit for it. So,
Really?
well, I sense it. I sense
The tension is really going.
I sense that's.
We don't do it this
looming.
Valentine's Day.
I'm just excited to. I don't know. I'm like, oh, look at him.
'Cause I can't wait to go to his wedding.
Right, exactly. Like, I just want to see him in a suit.
I know, right?
He's probably gonna wear a suit and his hat.
Yo, I'll never forget this. I think I forgot whose party we went to, but Claudia was there. And I came in and I was wearing like a nice shirt and pants. And Claudia was like, what the fuck? I've never seen you dress up. Everybody has what I generally look like.
Yeah.
Because
You don't like dress clothes though.
Nah, I don't like dress clothes. I don't like a lot of things, man. I'm fucking terrible. I'm a grandpa about a lot of things. We were talking off the podcast about my hat and hats. I wear a lot of beanies and hats. So nobody really ever sees the top of my head.
Not
Everybody
really.
probably thinks I'm balding, but under the
You have to be
I'm
very-
not balding. Look, I'm not balding.
You have to be very close to B to see his hair.
That'll be the only time you see my hair on this podcast. The first podcast of 2021 is the only time you'll ever see the top of my head. And if you see me outside of this shit at work or whatever. That's the only time. But even at work, like during the winter season, beanies, man, just cover my head.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, man. We've got a lot of our friends are. I'm waiting to see what it looks like. Nobody's done it yet. Kind of did it. Oops.
Blur that out.
Yeah, I'll bleep it
Yeah,
out.
it's fine.
I've gotten better at bleeping too.
Good.
So.
I'm still upset you bleeped it in the documentary.
Oh yeah. Did you know what I said?
Yeah.
Oh okay.
Figured.
I'm pretty sure everybody else did too, or maybe not.
Maybe, yeah. I mean,
We're gonna keep this train rolling. I am not racist.
You are?
I don't say that word.
Gotcha.
I don't know how much time we got on this shit. Maybe I should check. I'm gonna check. Can I
Yeah,
check?
go check.
We'll just fucking leave this in there.
So, Claudia,
what's up?
do you got big plans for January? No.
No, I mean, for January, I don't have any big plans. However, Jade and I made big plans for April. We're going to do a road trip down to Tennessee, and we're going to be staying in the Smoky Mountains.
Nice.
In that area. And we got a really cool Airbnb spot where it was like, it's the bed and then this big window.
You've done Airbnb, right?
Hey, yeah. Questions about Airbnb.
You've done it, right?
Yeah, I've done it a few times.
You?
No, I haven't done it.
How do you feel about those?
I like it, but you just have to really look into the reviews. Really, you have to do your research. I've only had one really bad experience with Airbnb, and it was in New York, where the place looked exactly how it looked in the pictures. However, the cleanliness was not the best. Like, there was a lot of flies. It was too much going on, and a foul odor and smell.
Oh, dead bodies over in
Right, I was
Airbnb.
like, what is going on? But other than that, when I went to Michigan, it was an Airbnb and it was a whole house. So honestly, I strongly suggest for Airbnbs, if you're able to afford it, just get the whole place or get like a studio type thing. Most likely those tend to be exactly how they look in the picture.
So like a house.
Like a house, yeah. Like for us, what we got for Tennessee, it's a small condo, but it's a studio. So, you know, it's a small place, a studio. So that for sure, I know that it's our space and I'm not sharing it with other people because sometimes with Airbnb, especially in New York, it's so fucking expensive to get a whole place for yourself that you usually share it. And so it's like each room, but then there's like the bathroom and all of that. And I didn't like that. I didn't appreciate that. So that's why I tend to now go more towards either just getting a place for myself or then just staying in a hotel.
You lived and learned.
I'm afraid of those things. Airbnbs are weird to me. And then I'm always reading shit like motherfuckers is watching.
You know what's weird to me? It's weird taking a shower outside of home.
Yeah.
Outside of your own home, it's weird taking a shower.
Is that how you feel? Or it's shower's a shower?
But like a hotel, it looks cool, but you're more comfortable at home.
Yeah, nah, I'm good. I don't like the shower. I don't even like I don't like the shower at all these other places. I do it because you have to.
Yeah.
But I would rather not. I feel Keith on that. It's creepy and weird. You feel weird. Car's like, fuck it.
Yeah, maybe.
It's just water.
Right. I know.
I'm in here for like 10 minutes.
No, this is what we have to do. We have to plan a trip somewhere. Like all three of us, our significant other, we'll do a little getaway and we're going to get an Airbnb and I'll show you guys that it's not that bad.
All right, cool.
It's not that bad.
Cool. We should plan that this year though.
I'll be down.
But I stayed in like a cabin. It was all of like, it was like a house, but we had the whole cabin place. Like,
was it Airbnb?
It wasn't Airbnb.
Oh, no.
We actually,
well, that's kind of, sorry to cut.
No, go ahead.
That's actually what our place was like in Michigan. But it was Airbnb.
It was like a house had upstairs or downstairs.
Yeah,
it was like a whole house.
Well, what was you talking about?
Yeah. But it wasn't Airbnb.
It wasn't. Yeah, we know somebody who has a cabin in Wisconsin, so maybe we can take a trip up there in the summer.
Oh, nice.
It's somebody we know, and they rent it out. I'm sure they wouldn't have a problem renting it out to me. We're friends. Actually, the people who sold me my car. So they're real cool people. It's a cabin up in Wisconsin. Real fun, real chill, real secluded.
Nice.
It's like I forgot how many acres of land. It's pretty nice. So maybe we can try to do that someday. Maybe we can go. There's not too much room there though. I think there's like 2 rooms maybe.
Oh.
It's a small house.
Mm.
Well, like rooms, but it's an upstairs and a downstairs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like there. Actually, I think there's 3 rooms upstairs, and then downstairs just like a little cod thing.
Okay.
So it will work out. That would be fun to do.
That would be
I would
fun,
look forward to do it. We should do something this year. I'm planning to do a little bit more this year than I did last year. So
Yeah.
cause 2020, man.
I know.
But that's it. That's all we got.
Oh, that's it.
That's all we got. No, it wasn't time. I'm assuming we're closer to it now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We were at 45.
Yeah, that's it.
So, it feels good to be back. That's all I do want to say that. It feels good to be back. We're going to take some time to get to the rhythm of things again.
Yeah.
Obviously this shit we're going to have to figure out too, like the fucking listing, because I'm not leaning over to read lists.
Yeah.
But I like my chair, so I'm not sacrificing my chair, Keith, so don't get too excited.
Keith wanted that chair.
Yeah, Keith wanted to. He was like, "Do you want to sit here? Maybe maybe you could sit here." No, Keith, my chair.
At least I'm not on a computer this time.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that was weird. I also figured I'm gonna try to figure that phone call shit out. So
Just
once
in
we do, it'll be fun to have like other folks call in or something like that. That would be dope.
That'd be dope.
Or we can call people. Not call in because we're not a fucking radio station. But yeah, we'll call people. So with that being said, that wraps up this episode. I do want to say that we are on all streaming platforms. We are on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and we are on Anchor for your ass. And we are on YouTube, so go subscribe. I have not came up with something to close the shit out with, but I am gonna. It goes a little bit like let's keep it pushing or something like that, something along those fucking lines. I don't know, some corny ass shit that I come up with to say at the end of this, just so it closes out nicer. It was good to see you guys again. It's good to shoot again. It's hopefully good for you guys to be listening again. We are back. 2021.
Missed you guys. It's
Yes.
nice to be back.
All right, y'all. Peace.